long time because we were given the wrong directions. And we tried to get here a few years ago, but we turned left at Mongolia and we should have turned right. And so we got lost. Is that everybody seems very friendly. Maybe that's, I don't know whether they're friendly to each other, but they're being very friendly to us.
We went to there's a beautiful Buddhist temple near our hotel.
Sure.
We went to see that, and this morning I went to the old Imperial Palace. Fantastic, again, beautiful, amazing old building and beautifully preserved. I think there's such an energy in Korea. You know, it's always moving incredibly quickly. It seems like a very positive place. It's so easy to feel happy and excited when you're in Seoul. Obviously, we haven't had a chance to go outside of the city, but it's just a wonderful place to be, and we're thrilled to be here.
For us, it's just a dream come true. I think it's the tour that we always hoped we'd be able to do. And it's just taken a long time for it to be possible. The technology and to have enough songs that we can play in these big stadiums. If you told us when we were 19 years old that we'd be doing this tour now, we just wouldn't believe you. You know, it's a real dream come true.
It's amazing. Anyone should ever expect to come to a country they've never been to before and have sell tickets so quickly. It's incredible.
Yeah, amazing. We're so happy, and we feel very lucky because it's a new country for us to visit, and we've been wanting to come for a long time, and so it just makes us feel great when we hear that people are ready for us to play our concerts. Fantastic.
After all these years?
Sometimes. And sometimes you get nervous in the middle of a concert if something is not quite right. You know, if something breaks or if it starts to rain or you feel like you played the wrong song, then you can get a little feeling of nervousness. But in general, we don't get very nervous.
We love it when people sing along to our music, but it's really not a requirement, you know.
Yes, you don't have to take an exam before the concert.
We're happy that people just come.
Yeah.
Genuinely happy.
If you show up, we're happy.
Yeah.
Even if you don't show up, we're happy. We like everybody. Yeah, but here's the thing. Every audience is amazing, just in different ways. But you have to understand that even if you're on a rainy day in Germany, if people are in the stadium, then they're already amazing to us. They've already bought their ticket. They've come from work or from school or through the traffic and the travel.
The rain.
So I don't care if they scream or they read a book. We're just happy that they're there. You see? I've never seen anybody typing without having to look at what they're typing. That's incredible. Sometimes on stage I try and play one song without opening my eyes. But it's only like 12 notes and you're doing 1,000 words. You are an artist, that's all, it's true.
There were lots of people who wanted to come and see us, wanted to embrace the idea that the concert could be energetic and a positive thing in people's day and in our day. We saw a few shows by the band The Flaming Lips when we were starting out, and they had such an amazing live show. They just would feel so great about being in a room where they had, you know, wonderful colour and confetti, and we were really sort of taken by that. And we've just tried to make our concerts as positive an experience for everyone as possible. In this day and age, when there are many things to be worried about and concerned about, the more that you can create those moments where where people are really enjoying each other's company and they're feeling like they're part of something, I think that's what we strive to create, and that's really been our goal for the last 20 years, really.
We definitely like different music than we used to, and I think all of us have changed what we listen to over the years. I mean, I still listen to some of the things I listened to when we were started out at 19 or 18, but
expanded.
Yeah, it's definitely expanded, and not just new things, older things as well. Like even classical music, and I even occasionally listen to jazz now.
Yeah. We're very lucky we live in a time where you can access any kind of music within 10 seconds. It's extraordinary. Wherever we are, you can hear 1,000 different kinds of music all the time because of technology. So of course we listen to many more things.
Yeah. Okay, and what brought you to the Daegu Symphony Orchestra the other day?
I just love to go and watch things like that.
You just went there?
I just went there, yeah.
Oh, so no invitation or anything?
No invitation, no. Why? Should I have waited
No,
for an invitation?
I mean, people were wondering what brought him there.
Because I love music, you know, I especially love to go and see things that I cannot do myself. When you're playing big stadiums, it would be easy to think, oh, I'm amazing. But when you go and see performances like that, or you go and see the ballet, you go and see people who are like, whoa, these people are amazing. We have a lot of work to do. We're nothing, you know. So I like to be. It's inspiring and also terrifying.
Those songs.
Well, I'd say some of the inspiration is internal, in terms of some of it comes from how I'm feeling or how we're feeling, what we're going through in our personal lives or what we see around us. Some of the inspiration is internal, and the other side of the inspiration is external. Sometimes that's good things, that's seeing paintings or new cities or hearing different music or watching Mary Poppins or movies. Also, it comes from watching the news and seeing some of the more difficult things in the world. We approach every day very open to everything. And that's where the inspiration comes from. Sometimes in that song, I like to look up to the sky, and often there's one star that I can only see one star, because it's normally at about 10 p.m. So not all of the stars are out. And often in concert I say thank you. That song makes me feel very connected to spiritual things, you know. I always seem to do it in that song. So it's just, it gives us a special feeling.
We found out very early the chemistry of a band is the most important thing. As well as writing and playing music, we work very hard on making sure that we are all happy people, communicating. We understand that each one of us plays an important part in the band, and we can't change that. It's the most important thing. It's the most sacred thing, is the fact that it's the four of us. So we just work very hard to make sure that each of us has what they need and is feeling good about the music and about the touring and about how, whatever we're doing it's as much to do with maintaining the relationships as it is to do with maintaining the quality of music.
Well, that would take 2 hours to answer. I mean, we've actually been in the band for 21 years.
Yeah.
We've known each other for 21 years, which is way more than half of our life. So, and of course, the first 5 years of your life you don't really remember very much. So I only remember about 13 years without the band. I don't remember them very well. But those years without the band were very important because they make us appreciate each other. I think the key thing I've learned is the power of togetherness, the strength in a team. That's the main thing.
How about you, John?
Well, I can now grow a beard.
Yeah.
Now grow a beard.
That's the main difference for you.
It probably is.
Yeah. Could have grown one then.
It's doing really well.
Well, there's two answers, I think, and Johnny has both of them. What's your answer?
Ed Sheeran and Ed Sheeran.
Yes, yes, that's true. He's representing very well. I think British people, we grow up loving music, and for a long time, a lot of us were very blessed with access to instruments. So it's very much in the culture. It's in schools, or it was. And of course, these things breed each other. We grow up with lots of bands, so we want to be in bands. British people tend to be not so self-confident, so we like to make groups more than solo, because we feel, you know what I mean? I think. Then, of course, the darker side of the answer is that we're very blessed because English is spoken in so many countries. So we're very aware as a band that part of our success is nothing to do with us. It's just the fact that we happen to be born speaking English. So that keeps us humble, because it would be harder maybe to access the whole world. And so those are my two answers. The culture is very full of music, and also the world, a lot of people speak English. Nothing to do with us.
Well, we are. Johnny, our guitarist, is a Tottenham Hotspur fan, but yeah, they have a good. Yeah, and myself, it's Southampton. Southampton, yes.
No.
He's not so much of a football fan. But because Tottenham have a good Korean player, don't they? Is it Son? Yes, Son. Good player. Good player.
Not that proud.
Oh, good question.
I mean, which song you might...
We have a song from 1997, one of the first things we did. And at that time, I was not singing so much about philosophy. I was more singing about the things I could see in the room which we were playing. And at that time we were rehearsing in Johnny's bedroom, and there was one day where we were playing and the only thing I could see was a can of deodorant, you know? And so we had a song about deodorant, which we never put on an album. So I'd say that's our worst song. Would you agree with that? Lyrically.
Yes.
The music.
Probably musically.
The guitar is very good. And I'd say this, I mean, we have maybe 7 or 8 songs we're very proud of. I think if I had to pick one today, I would pick a song called Viva la Vida. But then we're proud of a lot of our songs. We like a lot of them.
And that we will certainly return, because it has a lot of energy here in Seoul, and it's a very creative place, and it's a place that seems to really love music. So those are the kinds of places we always want to come back to. So yes, I don't know why it's taken us so long, but I'm sure we will be back.